All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sarah Seti. Kick back. Get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to the Sarah Seti YouTube page, a dynamic page. Y'all already know what it is. Black Power, Black Frequency. If you're feeling that frequency and energy, you should most definitely join. Link right down in the video description is in the chat. Click it. You'll get a video introduction, rundown on the membership, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate your presence here at the Sarah Seti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. Ring the alarm. KingSeti.com online marketplace. Official General Sarah Seti DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor accessories for every room in the house. I got something for your family. Check me out. 25% off at selected items at this time. Shop and save, save and shop. Pour the fire alarm, generalseti.com, Seti University. We talking about over 2,500 videos, nothing but that fire, all the subjects that you know and love from the general to raw for YouTube. We got occult, we got alchemy, we got metaphysical, making of the white man series. Fire. All debates, fire, all world religions, Christianity, Judaism, Islam, Christianity, video library stacked, all type of subjects, flaming subjects and topics with under each subject. We got the Black Woman is God series. We got Black Power Economics and Education. We got all that, family. So we want you to get over, and we got hand-picked documentaries and lectures from the grandmaster teachers. There is not another website on the planet that can compare or compete. Become a member today. Everybody knows Seti popping on Patreon. BPC making noise. We never come. We got some fire tonight. If you're not on there, you're going to miss it. We're going to be dealing with Circe, the African demigoddess of Greek mythology, of the Titan bloodline, those gods that ruled before the Grecian gods. You see what I'm saying? We talking about the elder deities of the planet. And so we talking about Circe, the enchantress, who was first cousin to the great Ethiopian warrior king Memnon. Do not miss it. That's right. King Seti on Rumble. Make sure you get over there and subscribe. To all my family out there donated to the general, I thank you. I appreciate the fact you appreciate me. Any of the family out there would like to donate, link on the screen in the chat in the video description. Click it, donate. I thank you. I appreciate you ahead of time. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels. King Seti, General Seti, Sarah Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share with your family and friends. And comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because I will bang your ass. Here we go. I did not know this. This shit was weird to me because, I mean, when we talk about presidential candidates, you see, it don't make no difference, man, woman. All the shit coming out. Ain't nothing going to be left behind. So if you got something out there, it's coming to the light. That's the goddamn truth. You see what I'm saying? They looking for something on every goddamn body. So how is it? I got it, just up and popped up. And as a matter of fact, I saw the shit on video. Well, Montle Williams was dating Kamala Harris. I say, what? This nigga come out on, I believe it was Extra. And that nigga always got this one little earring, little hoop earring in his ear, and I know, that's that old player shit. You know what I'm saying? He's a player. Nigga got one little earring. I know it. I know where that shit, niggas used to think that was something, I'm a player, nigga. And I'm thinking to myself, this nigga come down the aisle. And call the name. I guess they asked who was, and he yells out Kamala Harris. She's smiling and shit, and this, that, and the third. And he he got two. She ain't by herself. He got another woman on his arm. So he come out here like he fucking Bishop Don Juan or some goddamn body. You see what I'm saying? So this probably is where they get this information that's like and I don't want to say this. I'm not gonna say this, but if you bringing up what's on the men, I mean, which is right. If you did some crazy shit, it's coming out. They call Donald Trump out for every motherfucking thing he did, all the shit, and half the shit he told on himself. Half the shit he told on his motherfucking self. The disrespect we're talking about, where he grabbing peoples and shit and all this. And matter of fact, they just got him on goddamn video just the other day where he didn't call Kamala Harris a bitch. Straight up, like that bitch or whatever he said. I only watched it one time, so I didn't know in what. So he ain't nothing but an old nasty motherfucker anyway. So people know that. Ain't nobody confused about it. You see what I'm saying? But any motherfucker that get it, they get it just the same. You got Bill Clinton all in the White House. He in the fucking he in the Oval Office. He tricking in the Oval Office. You see what I'm saying? He come on, I had no it motherfucker lied like a motherfucker. That motherfucker came right. I had no relations with that woman. I had no relations with that woman, motherfucker. And then niggas 5 months later, they put the pressure on. I'm sorry. I ain't mean it, They about to flame his ass up. You know what I'm saying? So he admitted to it. But it's funny to me. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, damn, and that does not mean nothing. That don't mean you can't be president. But, you almost like waiting on something to pop up. Some crazy shit. Because if you out there with this nigga, Montle Williams want to be, he want to be, Bishop Don Juan. He coming down like he's at the Players Ball or something and shit. Yeah. Yeah, he come down like, I say, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of shit is this? And so, is this how you get to the top? Men and women in politics and entertainment and all this shit. Yeah. Yeah. Is that how you get to the top? That Montle couldn't get her that far. You see what I'm saying? The nigga show on it was drying up. You see his show was drying up. I heard he still got a couple dollars. I think that nigga went to making juices or yeah, you know how them niggas, when they little show dry up and shit, yeah, niggas go to making juicers and yeah, what's the like, George Foreman grills and shit, yeah, motherfuckers get to go get to making little exercise machines and shit. Nigga ain't seen Montle Williams in goddamn that 30 years. Yeah, infomercials and shit. I think he still got a couple dollars and shit. I'm quite sure. But, it's crazy and you see this shit and I ain't never, who would ever think that? You know what I'm saying? And you goddamn, you're Brahmin and you're Baptist and you hanging out with this nigga. You see what I'm saying? And so, yeah, we expecting, what does this say? You know what I'm saying? People say, well, you can fuck with anybody. You see, you can fuck with anybody, but they got on Donald Trump. Yeah, they got on Bill Clinton and all the rest of these motherfuckers. That would, let them, let that shit come out and that shit going straight to headlines. You feel what I'm saying? It's going straight to headline. Now, it came out where it probably was insignificant. It probably, Black Power, global African supremacy, keep mash on the gas. You feel what I'm saying? It's gonna come back up. You see what I'm saying? Nigga, it's gonna come back up. They're gonna drag Montle Williams. That's what they're gonna do. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna drag him. They're gonna drag him because he probably already got dirt on his ass. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, DNC is on right. Wonder what lies she about to tell. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, coming down. Like damn, when you watch the goddamn Martin and shit, and they got the players ball and shit, and they come down. Motherfucker got two women on his arm and shit, and this, that, and the third. I say, oh, this motherfucker, yeah, he think motherfucker, you got a goddamn talk show, nigga. You ain't, you know what I'm saying? Who the fuck is you? You know what I'm saying? But obviously, he thought he was the man. You see? Yeah. Yeah, it's consensual. It's consensual. We ain't saying it's not. It obviously is consensual. You know what I'm saying? They was together. You see what I'm saying? They was together. You know what I'm saying? We're not saying that, but this is how, they say you can go from rags to riches. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at nothing. Legend X, ain't nobody mad. Where's the B? Ain't no, you understand what I'm saying? We putting it out there. We not mad at nobody. They all grown. We stating facts. You see? We talking about people that gonna be running the goddamn the White House. We talking about motherfuckers that can calculate mathematics for a nation. We ain't talking about nigga, you can math. We ain't asking about whether you can math, nigga. We asking, can you run a government? You understand what I'm saying? We ain't asking if you know what I'm saying. That's all good, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, when you running for president and shit like that, that's shit that's gonna get asked. Your affiliations and all of that, that's gonna get talked about. So if you ain't ready, then don't run for goddamn president. It's a whole lot of motherfuckers that chose not to run for president because they know good and goddamn well this gonna come. You can't come to a presidential debate and say, oh, what's the beef? No, motherfucker, what's the answer to this question that we posing to you? You see what I'm saying? You better have one. You see, you better have one. And so that's all we asking. We being fair. We don't care. Do we? We care when, the presidential nominee, you understand, is supposed to be running our government. You feel me? Goddamn, and we talking about competency. It is. That don't mean you're a bad person. We don't give a goddamn. We talking about competency to run a government. You see? And so we look at you. They're gonna look at your track record. Ain't that what they're gonna do? Hey, when you go fill out a motherfucking an application, they're gonna ask you all your jobs. Do you understand what I'm saying? And some motherfuckers will call them up. They want to know your resume. You see, you ain't gonna say what the beef is. They're gonna say, get your motherfucking application, take that motherfucker right over there. When you say what's and I ain't saying it to my brother because I already, I understand what he's saying. What you know what they're gonna say? They're gonna say, take your application and you take that motherfucker right on over there to the garbage can. You see what I'm saying? Fill that shit in. You understand? So we can check your background. You can't get away, nigga. You see, without somebody checking your background. And so, if especially somebody you about to vote for, and that go for both of them. But, Donald Trump shit is out there. See, but I'm going to talk about how they did this. See, because this was done in a way where it didn't give you a whole presidential run to check into her resume. We already know about filthy ass Donald Trump. We know it. Motherfuckers been talking about Donald. His record is old. You see what I'm saying? They've been saying the same thing about goddamn Donald Trump for the last goddamn 30 years. You see what I'm saying? So they know what the fuck he is. They know, he can do this. He can do a couple of things. But, the thing is about Donald Trump, you see a couple of things you like and you see a whole lot of shit you don't like. You see what I'm saying? The motherfucker talk about where he gonna put the wall up. He gonna put the border up. You understand? I mean, he gonna put the wall up and lock down the border. That's something you can agree with. But then the motherfucker turn around and say he gonna give police immunity and all this other dumb shit. You see what I'm saying? And so when we talking about, we have to talk about, are you proficient? Are you able to do what's necessary? We're in a very critical situation where we need somebody to answer the border. Then nobody want to answer the motherfucker. You see, when everybody want to say, okay, she's not the border czar, but she was, and they say, well, her job was not to. You the vice motherfucking president. We had 2.5, and not just on her, it's on the president too. They the two top, 1, 2. You don't blame nobody else other than them. That's incompetency. You don't blame nobody other than them. If they scapegoat a motherfucker, it's because they did not do their job and they want to fire somebody to take some of that pressure off of their own ass for not doing what is necessary. I have a problem with that. I don't give a fuck who it is. You see what I'm saying? Who the fuck, who was in charge? That's all I want to know. You see what I'm saying? And I was hearing videos that said she was the border czar. I didn't know that. I didn't even know one thing she did when she was vice president. Not one. Honestly, I did not. I never said and watched one thing, just some brief shit I can't even remember. You see what I'm saying? And so now that the shit is wide open and the focus on her, they say she the borders up. Well, that was one of my biggest issues. Like, close this shit down. Close it down. Close the motherfucker down. Period. Yeah. And so when I see, oh, she wasn't supposed to do, who supposed to do it then? Motherfucker, if you in a company, the president is always at fault. I don't give a fuck who down the line. You understand what I'm saying? You fuck these people, these people that got stock in this shit, the chair, the board, what they call it, the board. You know what I'm saying? Board of chairman, the chairman of the boards and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? They call you in, they got their money in this and they pay your motherfucking ass to run this company. Everybody got big stock in this motherfucker. And you go in there and and some motherfucker way down the line don't do their motherfucking job and the motherfucking stock drop drastically and they call your ass in. You think they gonna say, oh, this little motherfucker down, way down the line, fuck your money up and I fired him. You think that's gonna be enough for them? You think they gonna get rid of your ass? They gonna get get rid of your ass because you didn't fuck they paper up. It always start at the top and then it work its way down. You see what I'm saying? So the fact that they won't even accept the fact that 2.5 million motherfuckers came across the border, 2.5 in was it 2022? I believe it was 2022. Yeah, 2022 board of directors. That's right, board of directors. 2022. Do y'all understand that? 2.5 million motherfuckers came across in that 1 year. And then the next year they tried to tighten up, but 500,000 motherfuckers. That's still drastic. So you talking about in 2 years, 3 million motherfuckers came through the border. You see? 3 million motherfuckers. And not the president. And like I say, and I do address the fact, that she stood, and I guess that's how it go. If a motherfucker bring you in as the vice president, you ain't gonna lead the lynch party. But she knew good and goddamn well he was incompetent. And she said that he was competent. And she know that's a lie. But see, you know what? They is all pawns. And I'm gonna talk about that. Joe Biden, Kamala Harris. You know why? Because Obama, and I'm going to show you, he the one orchestrated all that shit. He's orchestrating all that shit. He knew good and goddamn well that's what he wanted. He wanted Trump to spend all his money on Joe Biden, put all his effort into Joe Biden because he know he owed too. You understand what I'm saying? He put all his money into Joe Biden. He in the courtroom half the time. The other time, the motherfucker, and He spent, he on the road. He having a good time against Joe Biden. You see, he gonna beat Joe Biden. And that's what they want. And pull the rug from up under that motherfucker. That was orchestrated. That wasn't by chance. They knew that motherfucker wasn't, he couldn't even, function as the president when he fell down the stairs. It was over. When he fell down the stairs of Air Force One, the first year he was in there, it was over then. They knew that. That's why, even I seen even Obama pull Biden off the stage. Come on, dog. I could see it. He was just, come on, dog. Come on off the stage. You know what I'm saying? They orchestrated it that way. And so everything that's happening, he the motherfucking puppet master behind. All these motherfuckers out here claiming to be presidents, vice presidents, and all this shit. These is puppets. These is motherfucking puppets. And so, yeah, this, and we don't want to hold nothing. We try not to hold nothing against nobody. You see what I'm saying? But we talking about the president of the United States. That's what we talking about. The highest office in the land. And we tired of losing. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, so if we see some shit, if we look down the tunnel and we see some lights coming, you see the lights coming, motherfucker. Just know that. Just know that. Yeah. Know that train is coming down the track. You on the track, nigga. They done tied your ass to the track. And so you look up, nigga, and you see the train is coming. And so, we'll revisit this, but I don't think we could recover from this is probably gonna be the last substantial presidential election. It probably gonna be the last substantial, because I'm gonna tell you like this, and I'm gonna move on to the very next video. If that border, I'm gonna tell y'all this, and I'm telling you this. If that border stay open, it's not another issue that will matter. Not one. You can kiss your ass goodbye. If that border stay open and another 5-10 million more on top of the 5 that are already, and you look up and you got 10, 15, 20, even more, they ain't even counting motherfuckers that been coming over here even before this. You see what I'm saying? It's probably 20, 30 million undocumented motherfuckers in this country. You see what I'm saying? And I used to tell people this. And I'm going to tell you this, and I'm going to move on. It's like all movements, especially them, that got some fire. You see what I'm saying? They movements start, whether it was Garvey, whether even the Nation of Islam, and, all these movements, the Panthers and all that and shit, in them early stages, they fire, is moving, is got the, what you need, you hearing what you need. You hear the brothers and sisters speaking the shit that need to be spoke. And then 5 years later, 6 years later, it's just not, it's still is speaking, but it's not moving like it's supposed to be moving. And what has happened is, and I'm going to tell you, with any movement, if you move slow, you might have a good idea, but I'm going to tell you this, you have to move fast with your idea, because vagabonds, if you know a train, when a train is slow down and you got all them empty cars, motherfuckers get on them cars. They vagabonds. They'll get on and try to hitch a ride to the next town or something like that and get off. And so you calculating that this motherfucker about to take off and move. You got all the people you need. And then when you kick that motherfucker and pull that lever down for the engine to get to going, you realize, like, God damn, this motherfucker ain't even moving. What the fuck is that motherfucker ain't, you know what I'm saying? It's struggling to take the fuck off. You know why? You got a lot of vagabonds on your train now, riding it, and they ain't really about where you ultimately going. They just are hitching a motherfucking ride to get to the next motherfucking town or next point just for their own benefit, not the people's benefit. No, they're not doing it. They're doing it for their own benefit. You see what I'm saying? So know that you got to keep moving, and you got to move quick, and you got to move fast. You feel what I'm saying? And so, family, let me move on to the next subject. We got some fire out there. I want y'all to stay with me. I want y'all to stay with me now. And we're gonna keep this moving. But this right here, I tell you, hey, if I know that motherfucker Donald Trump, he digging. He trying to get some old Montle Williams videos and shit. You know he is. He probably on the phone with Montle right now. Like, yeah, man, I know you. Yeah, what you need? You know how many meals you need? You know what I'm saying? I know you're starving, nigga. Yeah, I know you over here eating Vienna sausages and goddamn pork and beans, niggas. I know your pockets is empty. Yeah, nigga, I know. Wait a minute, let me see. Before I get off here, I got to know for sure. Let me see if this nigga let me see what this nigga Montel. I think he still got paper. He probably sitting on major dough. That motherfucker probably sitting on major dough. Yeah, they say he still got about 10 million. So he tight. He's sitting on about. They say he's sitting on about 10 mils. That's what they say. Yeah, they say he's sitting on about 10 mils. That's good. That means he eating. He eating. That's for damn sure. He got 10 million. Wait a minute. Wait a minute now. No, they wait a minute now. I don't know. This might be old. They got the yeah, no, they I don't know. This might be old. This motherfucker say he only got 2.8 million. No, let me put in 20. Damn, you know what I'm saying? No, the nigga dollars ain't dropped like they say he got 15 million. They say he got about 15 million. So he's still sitting. He tight. Yeah, they say he got about 15 million. So he good. He ain't got to go out there and but that's 15. You know what I'm saying? You know how them motherfuckers is that get that paper. You see motherfucker trip and fall, nigga, he be down to 7. That's still for a motherfucker like us, nigga, that's miraculous. You know what I'm saying? For a nigga like him that still got all them houses and them cars and all that goddamn property and in debt shit, you know what I'm saying? That might be, you know what I'm saying? That might be detrimental. So Montel might need a couple dollars to, to lighten the load. But all right, family, I'll see y'all on the next one. Thank y'all for being here. We got some more fire. This is General Sarasu said, he said, hey, arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily liberation through African education and confrontation. Black Power.